There is a force that we do not, in my opinion, talk enough about. And it's one that can shape our lives and our direction. And if you're not aware of it, it can carry you somewhere that you never meant to go. The force I'm talking about is momentum. It doesn't discriminate, it's totally neutral, so it doesn't care who you are, what you've been through, or where you're trying to go. It just moves forwards. It can go towards the light, towards happiness, or it can take you deep down into the darkness. It gives with one hand as it takes with the other, and it can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. And I know this because I have been on the wrong side of it. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I found my way back out of that darkness into the light, back to love, back to happiness and the life that was waiting for me all along. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. So almost 17 years ago now, I found myself stuck. And I hadn't just stumbled off course, I was properly stuck in a loop that felt like it was never ending. I was deeply depressed and every single day felt the same. I had forgotten how to be happy or how to sort of self-generate happiness, and every single thought I had pointed back to this one question. And that question was, what the fuck is wrong with me? Excuse my language. But I would ask it over and over and over again, sometimes out loud, but most of the time in silence, because I didn't want to upset my wife and my kids, who were only very young at the time. But that question, I know now, at least through my eyes, that's not really a question. It's more like a spell or a self-fulfilling prophecy. And it did not give me answers. What it did was shape my identity, and the more I leaned into it, the more I started to live like it was true, like that I was actually broken, I was undeserving, I was the problem, and maybe, just maybe, things might be better if I wasn't here. Now, searching for answers to a question like that is a little bit like looking for the missing piece or the final piece of a jigsaw puzzle that was never actually made, never shipped with the box. But here's the thing, some puzzles, they are incomplete for a reason, and sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself and for the people that you love is to pack it away, let go, and move on. And not because you are giving up, but because you are choosing freedom over frustration. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know my thoughts on consciousness, energy, and all that sort of stuff. But here's the thing, and I will repeat this a billion times if I have to. Thoughts are energy, words are energy, and every single time you ask that kind of question or you repeat that kind of narrative, whether you do it out loud or in your head, you are feeding the force that is holding you down. Your vibration drops, I talked about that in my previous video, and your emotions follow suit, and then your body physically responds until you're not just thinking about it, about being scared, or about being worthless or undeserving. You are living it, because the very nature of momentum means that it's not going to stop. But what you can do is choose its direction. So how do you do that? How are you going to choose its direction? Well, all I can do in this video is share with you what worked for me back then and what continues to work for me now, in the hope that it may help someone else who understands what it is to be in that place, because it changed my life. And there might just be someone watching this that no longer believes in themselves. And if that's the case, from the bottom of my heart, and I don't care if this sounds corny, because it's not, I do. I really do believe in you. I believe in everyone. And for me, the way back to happiness, as silly as it sounds, especially if you are stuck or stranded in that dark space, is to stop. Starts when you stop. Starts when you breathe and when you invite stillness in. And I know that last bit, the stillness, might sound a little bit scary, but hear me out. Because again, and I appreciate this is from my experience through my eyes, but I have come to see stillness a little bit like a brake. So it's the brake that stops the cycle so that you can redirect that momentum. And it doesn't expect you to have answers. What it does, it allows you to stop feeding those questions, that self-doubt, that fear, that self-loathing, and the stuff that hurts you. It gives you space to listen and to feel, but more importantly, or most importantly, to remember who you are and what you are really capable of. And from that place, you get to choose. And when I say choose, I'm not talking about some grand life plan. Not in this video anyway. But you get to choose a direction. You get to choose how you want to feel, an intention. I want to feel peace, or I want to be able to love myself again, or I want to feel like my life is worth something. And with enough stillness and enough light and enough kindness and enough self-love, I could keep on going. That feeling or that intention, it grows and it gathers pace and it becomes your new momentum. And what I love about that is that it can start with what might seem like the smallest or the tiniest change or shift, like something as simple as getting out of bed in the morning, or going outside, or going for a walk, or smiling intentionally. I did a video on that because energetically or vibrationally, these are not small changes at all. They are defining moments. They're the moments that change your direction. And as you start to move even just the tiniest amount in that new direction, your thoughts begin to match your actions. Your vibration starts to rise, and the energy that you project outwardly into the world, into the people, the ones that you love around you, begins to mirror something else. Healing, hope, acceptance, self-belief, love, happiness. Think of momentum. Again, this might sound corny, but I like it, like the wind. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't care which way it blows. It just blows. Like I said before, it's neutral, but you do, or at least you should do. And once you decide where you want to go, even if you start, like I said, with the smallest step, momentum will meet you there. It's going to carry you, it's going to lift you, and it is going to move you forwards, not back into the darkness, but towards the light and the love that was always there. And it doesn't matter how long you've been stuck. What really matters is that you choose to move again, but in your direction, with your intention towards the life that has been waiting for you all along, and the life that you deserve. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was quite an emotional one for me to write, actually, if I'm being totally honest. But I really hope that you were able to take something meaningful from it. And if it did resonate with you, I've said this before, and I know it might be tricky, but I'd love to hear from you in the comments, because honestly, you never know who might be inspired by your story and how your journey might help someone else to take that first step out of the darkness and back into the light and the life that they deserve. Look out for the guided meditation that's coming on this Friday, which I've put together to support not just people who are stuck or depressed, but anyone really who's struggling with the sort of things that I've talked about in this video. So just direction. Right, I think that is it. That's me done for this video and for today. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I think you are awesome. I want you to hold on to your happiness, and I will see you very, very soon. Thanks again for watching. Take care.